Good morning. I'm Sarah,
And Dean.
and thank you for tuning in to Rugged Mountain Homestead. This morning we are actually getting water set up to the travel trailer from our cistern. It's completely different from being set up to city water like we were in the different campgrounds. So Dean is going to show how to set water up from the cistern to the travel trailer so we can have supply inside.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Bottom line is the trailer only has a 23-gallon tank, and we seem to go through that about once a day, so we're gonna have to refill it. There's no direct connection. If you wanted to use these IBCs, you could fill those up and do the same thing from there if you don't have a cistern. Or you could use IBCs. If you happen to have them, you fill them up and you can pump water out of there into your trailer or RV just the same. We're going to be using these for water for the garden. But we do have a cistern installed, or it's down in the hole that it's going to be. And I just got about maybe 1,000 gallons in there, and I'm going to start tapping off of that. So that's what I'm going to do now, is hook that all up and show you how we do it. By the way, if you hear background noise, they're still working construction around here. In fact, somebody's running a skid steer. So apologize for any background noise, but it's a work in progress. So here's our 1,800 gallon cistern. Right now it's not hooked up to anything, but I am going to hook it up to this hose. There is a faucet down below, I'll get to it, and run out of this over to a pump. So this is a potable water hose. Be careful not to get something that says not for drinking. It can have hazardous chemicals, including lead, and rather than try filtering it out, just buy one that says for potable water use. So anyway, so we did put about 1,000 gallons in there, and I'm just going to hook this up to this spigot down below and then hook it up to the pump. So if you want to come on down. Okay, right now it's off. I'm going to turn it on, and then the pump is going to suck it out. So here we go. I'm just going to turn it on, and it obviously can't flow uphill. So until I turn the pump itself on, the water's just sitting there, no higher than this. So I'm going to get up now. Okay. So I have my potable water hose. I got this little 110 volt Damon pump from, so just a transfer pump from Harbor Freight. It was about 55, 60 bucks. You basically plug it in and it's on, you unplug it, it's off. So there is no on-off switch. So at any rate, so from here, it's just going to transfer to this, which is also a potable water hose. And then I'm going to run it to the freshwater tank input. So basically just like a hose into the container. So right now, let's do a little test. I just hooked this up and just make sure that it indeed is pulling the water from out of the cistern and getting it out of this other hose, which will then go right into the trailer. So I'm just going to plug it in, turn it on, let it run for a minute. Maybe we'll run over there and take a look and see the water flow and how good it's flowing. It's about 320 gallons per hour. So since this is a 23-gallon tank, it's probably going to take, you know, less than 10 minutes to fill. So let's go around, take a look. I don't want to waste too much water, so I'm going to cut it off. In fact, rather than cut it off, maybe I'll just go stick it in the hole. So I'm going to stop this up, come over here, and fill up our fresh water tank. And you'll know it's full because there's a little overflow, so it'll spit out of here, and obviously it'll just come back out once it's full. But it'll take a few minutes. It's 23 gallons. I don't know how fast this flow is exactly, but it's pretty good. So as soon as it starts coming out, we run over, we shut it off, and we're good for another day. So you just got to do it every day. The pump shouldn't be left outside. I'm going to probably make a cover or put it inside of something that keeps it waterproof, watertight, and unplug it, obviously, and leave it there. But it's just going to be every time we need to fill the tank, this is what we got to do. Not a big deal.